Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of my Russian campaign. Yesterday the Golden Horde declared war on us, so it's going to be very interesting to see how we deal with the Golden Horde now we have westernized and formed Russia. Hopefully we'll be able to colonize further east. We're beginning to see the borders now of the continent, which should give us some idea of just how far there is still to colonize. Speaking of colonization, the Ottomans have taken the provinces of Kuban and Cherkassk, and they haven't started colonizing them yet, but I'm hoping that won't happen. Oh, I have a core on Cherkassk, so I definitely need to have that. But Kuban would be a very useful province to have as well. Now, I do have the option of funding some patriot rebels in this region. However, because they are Tatar patriots, there's always the possibility that they will move on from here and head into, say, Crimea or out to Kalmykia and further afield. And because we'll be friendly to them, we won't actually be able to stop them besieging us. So I don't want to do that just yet. We are also at war with Karakoyunlu, who is practically finished as a horde. They won't border us once this colonist reaches them. And we have begun colonising two provinces of Nogai. So I'm going to continue with this colonisation attempt, and in the meantime just sort of move into horde territory. Got Kazan and Vyatka. Vyatka and Solikamsk were once ours, so it's pretty much an issue of honour to get them back. So let's get started. I have my big army heading into the capital of the Golden Horde, and the second big army has been split up and heading into these two provinces. Okay, so the Ottomans have colonised the last border province of Dagestan. Okay, Uralsk needs one more colonist, which we're just waiting on. I'll get that sent over now. Okay, we're able to assault Sarai. Fortunately, we're able to also assault Vyatka. These are slightly smaller armies, so I wasn't too sure how they would fare. But, you know, they did well. Two troops remaining. Okay, let's head down and see if we can deal with these small armies that are currently in horde territory. Okay, that's another siege one, and it looks like the Ottomans have stopped besieging these territories. They have got a truce with the Golden Horde, and it looks like their former vassal, Zaporozhye, has declared war on them as well. But we'll get our troops into Cherkassk and start taking care of them. Unfortunately, a colonist failed to arrive in Uralsk, which is pretty annoying. Okay, thankfully the horde will be taking care of them. Once the siege of Pensa is concluded, we can head up and deal with the army in Nizhny Novgorod. It's a single regiment actually, so let's just deal with them now. I'm going to leave an army stationed in Kuban just in case Zaporozhye get a peace treaty with the Horde. It'll be nice to have them there ready to go. Regional nobles. 15 regiments, or some other horrible stuff. Actually, are we... We are currently beyond the centralisation allowance, so I'm going to just decentralise a little bit. That event has helped us. For every step you go past the kind of limit, you are getting a 1% revolt risk. Okay, so we have an army up in Kazan, which I'll deal with this army. We have another army down in Kalmykia. And I believe the Horde are starting to siege us in Nagai. Now that would mean our colonists are under threat, so dealing with them is going to be pretty important. Hopefully we can finish off the siege of Bulgar and get everyone sent down here, which we have managed to do. Okay, we were victorious in Kazan, so I shall pursue the army into Solikamsk. Yep, another victory. Now they're retreating into Ottoman territory, so I can't pursue them at this time. I can now. Tech 11, we've now enabled Eastern Militia. Which are quite a step up, but I'm not willing to change over just yet. Changing your troop type does kind of leave them with 0 morale, which can put them in great danger. I have no issue with the Golden Horde sieging Mangishlak. Mangishlak. Oh dear, I'm sorry. Because I'm not planning to colonise so far down at this time. If I take Erstyut or anything further south than that, I will border the Timurids, which would be another horde to deal with. We're at that stage of the game where the hordes are kind of collapsing and they're no longer the threat they once were. But the Timurids are huge, and if I can avoid having to worry about them for now, I'd be very happy. Okay, I think most of our battles have concluded for the moment, or at least we'll at least have enough time to rebuild our morale. 78 troops. I'm not seeing any colonisation attempts from Zaporozhye, which means it may be possible they'll peace out and I'll be able to start colonising Kuban myself. Okay, so we've gained Uralsk. She'll send a colonist to Baybak-2, which should leave it in a position where it can grow naturally. But in the meantime, I should be picking up more provinces from the Horde. I think Vyatka should be the first area of expansion. They're the Russian culture group, so naturally they should belong to Russia. Wow, the economy's doing very good at the moment, so I'll dial back the minting a lot further. Okay, I shall have the larger army head up to Idmarka and the smaller one to North Ufa. No, thank you. No, thank you. I really don't have enough troops to successfully assault that fort, but I keep trying anyway. Okay, I'll build 2 constables and return to building manpower buildings. We did seem to have built up quite a surplus there. It's just fantastic how much forming Russia has affected our economy. So much so that I'm going to start producing a 3rd army. Come on, this should do it. Yes. Okay, and Baybak-2 is ours, and it seems we now border another horde, which is Kazakh. Kazakh seem pretty large, so I should probably get some armies down to fend them off. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to take peace from the guy for now. As I say, colonising further south would be a bit risky at this time. Okay, production tech increase. Let's begin colonising Cherkassk for now. Okay, we've lost a general, that's a bit annoying. So we have some well-placed armies that should be able to deal with any reinforcements from the Golden Horde. They're down to about 12,000 troops at the moment, so they really should not be a problem. But as I'm sure you're aware, I've said that so many times during this campaign, and every time they have rebuilt and come back at us at full strength. Wow, 100% army tradition. Let's get 2 generals. Pretty good ones too. I think we should be able to send this army east because we're at war with Kazakh, which allows us to enter their lands, even though they are unexplored. Well, speaking of which, they're actually just here. Okay, we can deal with you. We do seem to be driving up our war exhaustion through attrition, which I suspect is because I'm leaving a large army in a Siberian province. Probably not that intelligent. Okay, we've discovered Alamuli. Let's see if we can't take it. Hurrah! And the capital of Kazakh is Turkestan, and that's very close, so I shall head down and see if we can't get them out of the war for now. Okay, so right now we have colonists in Cherkassk, Sarai, Vyatka, and they're all growing at a fairly decent pace. I'm going to continue this strategy of sending a colonist to each territory and then just waiting for them to defect to us. But as for now, I shall end this video. Next time I'll pretty much be doing more of the same, so join me if you're interested in seeing the growth of Russia. Thanks for watching, guys.